Last week here on Madness, it was Matt Dempsey and the Devastator Chevrolet that sailed to victory lane. Tonight, he tries to hang on to that championship flag. Welcome back to the track for Madness here tonight on the MTA YouTube channel as we get ready for some of the greatest diecast monster truck racing. Matt Dempsey and Devastator is the truck to beat out here tonight. They're looking to hang on to that championship flag as we get round one action ready to unfold here tonight. Up first, we're taking a look at Backwards Bob taking on Monster Patrol. Tropical Thunder coming back to take on Mohawk Warrior. Then Jurassic Attack set to go one-on-one with Taz. And then taking on the champion in the first round is going to be Brad Anderson and Bad Company going one-on-one with the Devastator. Now coming up first here tonight inside of round one action, new kid on the block, Colt Durham and Backwards Bob going to try to go for a championship win out here tonight. He will now take on a fairly new rookie to the MTA scene. That's Kayla Parks over there inside of the Monster Patrol over on the outside lane. One of them going home on the trailer for the season. The other one will move on in the semifinals. Who's it going to be? The green light goes down now side by side down the straightaway. Up and over the first jump. They settle it down. Over goes Backwards Bob now. Right before the finish line. Got tripped up over the final set of jumps. And Kayla Parks and Monster Patrol will come away with the victory. As we go back and check out the replay, they're pretty even as they go up and over the first jump. Watch the inside lane. Backwards Bob getting a little crossed up right there and lopsides the truck over on the big end of the track. He turns it over here tonight. And that'll wrap up the season for the Backwards Bob race team as the MTA track crew and officials are down there now to roll him back over. Looks like he snapped off the right front tire when he came over those final set of jumps, and that may have been the issue that caused him to turn the truck over. Nonetheless, Backwards Bob gave it his all here on the Madness season, and Monster Patrol will move on into our semifinal competition. There you see the extensive damage done to Backwards Bob here tonight inside of round one. But nonetheless, we're going to move right along. Nugget coming back in Mohawk Warrior to take on Chad Legit, Too Legit, the longtime MTA veteran. We saw him turn the truck over last week. He tore it up pretty good. They got it all back together. And then Nugget won out here the first week of the Madness season. He's trying to get the flag back. Here's the green light now down the straightaway. They go pretty even, slightly going to Mohawk Warrior on the inside, but Tropical Thunder comes from behind. Some major problems for Nugget inside of Mohawk Warrior on the inside lane. We're going to go back and check out our MTA replay, try to figure out what happened to the Mohawk Warrior. They're pretty even down that straightaway. Right here on the inside lane, Nugget has a slight lead. Mohawk Warrior pulling away. A hard bounce right there inside the no man's land area of the track, and it costed him a win out here tonight, and Tropical Thunder will move on. Next up in round one action, Mike 𝐿ZECki back here tonight in Taz. He's now ready to take on the man who went to the finals last week, Brad Shaw, out of the Crush This race team, Jurassic Attack, ready to go over there on the outside lane, looking to try to get back to the final round showdown. We'll see what he's got. The green light goes down now side by side. Jurassic Attack with a slight lead. Taz now starting to come back on him on the big end. Mike 𝐿ZECki was starting to close the gap on him down there, and Jurassic Attack had his hands full on the outside lane. We go back here and take another look at the MTA replay. Slight lead to Jurassic Attack now on the outside. Watch Taz settle it down. Here comes Mike 𝐿ZECki trying to close the gap. And we're going to freeze it right there on the finish line camera just before they cross. Jurassic Attack with a slight lead. They inch forward in our next frame, and the officials are calling Jurassic Attack the winner here tonight inside of round one action. What an incredible matchup between Taz and Jurassic Attack. He will move on in the semifinals. Taz on the trailer. Next up here tonight, Brad Anderson returns here tonight in Bad Company, the Chevrolet camp for the Renegades Motorsports race team over on the outside lane, looking to take on defending champion Matt Dempsey in the Devastator Chevrolet on the inside. Wants to hang on to that flag. Here's the green light now. Battle of the bow tie down the straightaway side by side. They go. They're even up and over. Oh, look out. Devastator turning it over right there at the finish line. But an incredible matchup through and through until the final jump right there. We have got to go back and check out what happened to Matt Dempsey inside of the Devastator. They were even down the straightaway. Up now over the first jump. They settle it down here. Watch Devastator on the inside. Gets tripped up over the final jump, and Bad Company will dethrone the champion here tonight early in round one. What an an upset here, and we're going to crown an all-new champion, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at how semifinal action is going to be unfolding. Kayla Parks coming back inside of the Monster Patrol to take on Chad Legit Tropical Thunder. Then Bradshaw and Jurassic Attack will take on Brad Anderson and Bad Company, a rematch from a couple of weeks ago. Those two are going to be throwing it down. And up first here tonight in semifinal action, Chad Legit, Too Legit, Tropical Thunder coming to the line. Again, we touched on it earlier. He turned the truck over, tore the body up last week. They've got him back at 100%. He would love to make it to the final round showdown. He's taking on the new kid on the block, Kayla Parks and Monster Patrol on the inside. The green light goes down. They go. Monster Patrol with a slight lead on the inside lane. What a matchup it is. A close shootout all the way across the finish line there between a veteran and a rookie here on the MTA YouTube channel. Let's go back and take another look at it. Again, they were pretty even, slightly now to Monster Patrol on this inside lane, but here comes Chad Legit, Tropical Thunder on the outside. They freeze it at the line. Your winner, Kayla Parks and Monster Patrol, going back to the finals by less than a tire length over Tropical Thunder. What a matchup it was. Now we're going to find out who she will meet in that final round showdown. Brad Anderson and the Bad Company Chevrolet out here driving for the Renegades Motorsports race team gets ready to take on an arch rival. Bradshaw out of the Crush This race team. Jurassic Attack ready to go on the inside lane. Who meets Monster Patrol in the final round showdown? Stage, green light going down. They're even off the line down the straightaway. Up and over the first jump. They settle it down, and Jurassic Attack is over inside of the shutdown area right before the finish line. And Bad Company will go to the finals here tonight against Monster Patrol. Let's take a look at what happened to Bradshaw and Jurassic Attack. They go up and over the first jump. Watch him settle it down on the inside lane. Just gets a little crossed up, much like Devastator earlier tonight, and over he goes slowly but surely. And that means that the final round showdown is coming up next, and we're going to see Bad Company take on Monster Patrol. Who takes the championship win? We're going to find out next. And before we get to the final round showdown, I want to remind you guys that coming up on March 28th, 2026, the biggest event MTA does all year long, 32 of the baddest monster trucks are going to be throwing it down at the historical Monster Mania 7 event. It is now time for the final round showdown here tonight on Madness. Who's going to be taking home the championship win to close out the season? Brad Anderson and Bad Company. There you see him driving for the Renegades Motorsports race team. Would love to add another win to his resume. Kayla Parks still looking for her very first championship win on the MTA YouTube channel. Tonight could be the night. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Company, Monster Patrol. It's showtime here tonight down the straightaway. They go side by side up and over the first jump. Monster Patrol out of shape. What a ride for Kayla Parks as she held it together. An incredible job keeping the truck under control, but Bad Company looks like he got the win. As we go back and check out the replay from the start, they were side by side all the way down this straightaway. Watch Kayla Parks and Monster Patrol gets out of the shape over the first jump, tries to gather it all up, keeping the truck under control, but Brad Anderson and Bad Company sweep away with a win. So ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight on Madness, Brad Anderson and Bad Company. What a night of racing here. We saw 3 rollovers and 2 photo finishes that were absolutely so close to the wire. It was unbelievable. But we take a look at the overall point standings to close out the March season. With tonight's win, Brad Anderson and Bad Company will get a clean sweep, taking the flag and the overall points championship. Right behind them is Nugget and Mohawk Warrior with 250, alongside Devastator and Jurassic Attack with 250 points as well. Kayla Parks, Monster Patrol at 245, and then we're rounding out the field. Backwards Bob, Tropical Thunder with 230, and Taz, Mike 𝐿ZECki at 225 to end the season. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your overall points champion in a clean sweep of the March season, Brad Anderson, Bad Company. What an awesome event to close out the March season here on Madness. You had your photo finishes, you had your rollovers, and a whole lot of chaos behind the scenes. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching tonight's show. If you missed that on Thursday Night Thunder this past week, click the video on screen and watch all the action unfold. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you down the road.